Hello guys, my name is Sandeep. Today we'll start with the concept of virtualization and how to install the virtual machine. So most of the things that we require anywhere we require right now, the virtual concept and virtualization is very important. So first we'll understand what is virtualization and then basically how to install the virtual machine, right? So for that one, you must have to understand what is virtualization first. So in a virtualization, it will create a virtual environment on a top of the physical environment. That means what? I'm going with one concept, just like the architecture of any computer, right? When we are talking about any computer, we have the hardware resources, just like you have the RAM, CPU, storage, networking devices are there. On a top of that, we have the layer of operating system that might be a Windows or Linux, and on a top of that we have the concept of your applications and software layers is there. So think about, this is your Windows operating system and we require the Linux based operating system. So we are not going to replace this Windows operating system, right? So by using the technology concept of virtualization, we can create a virtual environment, right? So here we are creating the layer of one hypervisor. So what is hypervisor? Hypervisor is nothing but the software we are installing. So what kind of hypervisors are there? Just like we have the VMware, Oracle VirtualBox, or KVM, Zen, right? Likewise Hyper-V. Lot many environment you will getting as a virtualization soft hypervisor, right? Or the virtualization softwares. So there are also two types of hypervisors, type 1 and type 2. So in a type 1 hypervisors, these hypervisors are directly installed on the top of the hardware, and in a type 2 we have the hardware, then operating system, and on top of that operating system we are installing the hypervisor. So likewise this is our type 2 hypervisor, right? Because it is on the top of the operating system. So how to work over there? So by hypervisor is creating the virtual machine. So this is also like a virtual machines on a basis of your hardware resources. Here also we require the RAM, CPU, storage, network, then we require the operating system, and on top of that we are installing the applications or softwares. So this is a virtual machine, VM, right? So how we are providing the resources to the virtual machines? So hypervisor will take care of that one. So hypervisor is pulling the resources from the base machine and pushing to the virtual machine. That's why it become virtual RAM, virtual CPU, virtual storage, virtual network, right? And then we are installing the operating system over there. So this is the basic funda that we are using for the virtualization, right? So it will create a virtual machine and you can use this multi-platform environment on a top of the your base machine operating system, right? So how it works, that we are going to understand now. So basically what we required, first thing we required, we already have the laptop or computer with you. Then we require the kind of hypervisor. So you can take the VMware or Oracle VirtualBox. Oracle VirtualBox is open source which is freely available, right? You can use this one, or you can use the VMware if you have the licensed version or kind of things. So we'll see that how to get it. That then what we require, then we require the operating system. Now that operating system might be a Windows operating system, or here you are creating the resources and installing the operating system as a Linux operating system. So both way you can use these concepts, no need to worry about this one. So you require the operating system. So the requirements are, right, what are the requirements? When you require the hypervisor, then second thing you require the operating system image, which operating system you want to install it here. So think about, this is my Windows environment, right? Windows operating system, and on the top of that I'm going to use the hypervisor. So here you can search the VMware workstation, download, you can go with here, and by using this you can download your VMware, right, just as a software. So you can install for the Windows one or for the Linux platform as well. Otherwise you have the Oracle VirtualBox download also, you can go, and here you are getting the OracleBox org. From here also you can download the Oracle virtual setup. So this is your Windows host, you can download directly the virtual box as if you required, right? So both the way you can use it, right, whatever you want as you required it. So I already have the VMware in my system. I already downloaded and install it. So how it looks, that we are going to, so once you download it, install this one, and then on the top of that we can start the concept of virtualization. So here is my virtual station, virtual VMware setup. I already have the multiple operating systems. One thing that you have to take care, you require minimum 4 GB RAM, right? So then you can provide here 2 GB or 1 GB RAM to your system. So depends on a base environment, you can create a virtualization, because your base operating system also require the processings, so it will consume your RAM, and this one whenever you are running this one, that time this also required some RAM, right? So make sure that you have the 4 GB RAM minimum. If you have the maximum, so that is well and done. Now after that, what you have to do, we are going to take any operating system, just like you are installing the Windows operating system, that's your wish, but I'm going to install here CentOS, whatever the Linux flavor operating system I'm installing. So CentOS is operating system install, or CentOS OS download. Here you can go and search it. So here you have the download CentOS. So from here you can download your CentOS. This one you can go with the DVD. Yes, Linux DVD CentOS is there. You are getting the 8 version. If you are going for the 7 version, 7 versions are also available. As per your requirement, you can go with the 8, 7. If you want a 7 one, so you can go like this one. Here you are getting the 7 ISO as well. So download any image. Once you download it, I already have the downloaded this one. So I'm going here, and when you are creating the setup, you will first time you are not getting this environment, it's already in my system. So I'm going to create a new virtual machine. You can use the typical or you can use the custom one. Next, give the, here you have the different hardware capabilities, so you can select that one. By default it will take care. Next, then you are selecting the DVD ISO from here. So where you are getting, so you are getting this one. Likewise here I have downloaded in my D drive, so I'm selecting this one. Okay. Next, give the name, just like I'm giving my name Sandeep, whatever the username you are giving Sandeep, password also you are giving. Next, so as per your requirement you can give the processing. I'm giving the 2, here also I'm giving the 2 core processors, so total number of core processors are 4. Next, here you can give the memory, right? You must have to take care that you are not giving the more than whatever the base machine you have, RAM you have. So I'm giving the 2 GB. I already have the sufficient 8 GB storage space, sorry, the RAM space is there. Next, the network type you are selecting, either you can select bridge or network, so that is okay. Next, here it is showing the select input output controller type, so I'm using the LSI logic. Then what kind of disk type you want, so there are so many concepts that there is SCSI types are there, SATA is there, right? So I'm using the SCSI. create a virtual machine portal. So how much space you want to give here, just like how we provided here, just like RAM we provided 2 GB, core processor are 4, then storage space, how much you require minimum. For the Linux based environment you require minimum 8 GB, and for the Windows environment we require minimum 30 GB, right? So remember this one. So how much you are giving, on a basis of that you can provide it. Then let's suppose I'm giving 15 GB storage space. Next, it will ask you for creating the disk file. Next, and finish. When you are finishing, what will happen? It will start installation, right? So you are going to start the disk, your operating system, sorry. Then there are some concepts that you have to follow. It will go and asking about some resources, kind of time zone, right, date time, some settings, network setting, basic level concepts. So we'll configure that one as well. Right, so it is asking for date and time, so I'm selecting date and time. Likewise for me, I'm in India, so I'm selecting this India IST zone, Asia, Kolkata. Then here you are using, so there are again some concepts are there, just like here you have the software selection. Most of the people's, they don't know that when you are selecting the software selection, by default it is asking for the minimal means you will get only the command line interface. But if you want a graphical as well, virtual, then server with GUI you can select, or Genome desktop you can select. So I'm selecting server with GUI. Here I'm getting graphical as well as command line tools utilities. Then after that you can select here installation. It is, I'm giving the custom, you can select this one. And if you want automatic installation, configure the partition, so it will take automatically. By default this is the facility which is available in your VMware setup. Okay, then you can do that changes, right, as per your requirement. Okay, so I'm giving this one as it is, accept the changes. Then here you are going for the network selection. If you are going for the network selection, you can select this network. Otherwise uh, you can go for the begin installation. Yes, here we are starting the installation, and as per your uh, computer speed and all the concept environment, it will take a time. Hardly it will come with the 30 minutes or 15 minutes, it will getting set up. So I already have this already ready to use setup is there, right? So what I'm doing now, I'm just going to make it sure that it is going to install right now. But once it done, what you will do, I'm going here for my existing operating system. Let's suppose this one I am taking any one of them. So here you will get the operating, just like I given the name, you can give, you can provide the name over here as what your name you want, and then you are going to power on your virtual machine. Right, so this one is the concept, and it will start your operating system. It will start your Linux based operating system on top of the Windows environment. So how it works, right, we are going to see now. My one operating system is being installed, right, it is going to install now. It is booting and creating its own file system, and this is my already existing operating system is there. so you can take care of that one as well. Once it started, so congratulations, you are ready to work on a environment. So parallelly you can work on a Windows environment as well as you can work on a Linux environment too. One more thing that you have to make sure, right, it will come now. The first thing that you have to understand on your base machine, there is a concept you must require, and it is compulsory, that your virtualization technology which is enabled in your BIOS.